Listen up, because I want to talk about one of the most important things you can do in this life. One of the hardest but most powerful actions you'll ever take. Set your goals. I'm not talking about just any goals. I'm talking about the kind of goals that mean something to you, that burn inside you. Goals that aren't just written down in a notebook and left behind. They're goals that push you, that make you nervous, that shake you to the core because you know they require your very best. They require a part of you that you've been hiding, that deep down desire, that raw and relentless hunger for something more. I want you to understand something right now. Setting goals is not just about dreaming. It's not about hoping things will work out. It's about making a decision. When you truly decide to go after something in this life, you unleash a power inside yourself that few people understand. But it's not enough to simply make that decision. You have to feel it, live it, and own it. Think about it. Why do most people let their dreams slip away? Why do they look back on their lives with regret, with disappointment, with a bitter taste of what could have been? Because they never set real goals. They let life lead them instead of leading their life. Imagine standing at the edge of your potential. Can you feel it? There's fear there, no question. There's doubt, there's pain, but there's also hope, there's a vision, and there's a strength in you that's been waiting to come out. When you set your goals and commit to them with everything you have, you're standing up to that fear, that doubt. You're declaring to yourself that you won't live a life that's small or safe or comfortable. No, you're stepping into a life that challenges you, that tests you, that demands every ounce of who you are. And let me tell you something, setting your goals isn't about reaching them the easy way. No one promised you that life was going to hand you your dreams on a silver platter. Life will throw every obstacle, every setback, every ounce of doubt in your path. But here's where you separate yourself from the rest. Here's where you stand tall, where you rise up and show this world what you're made of. When life knocks you down, and believe me, it will, you don't stay down. No, you get back up every single time. Because your goals, your dreams, they mean something to you. They are the fire in your soul, the purpose in your heart. And nothing, not fear, not defeat can take that away from you. Remember this, setting goals isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about the journey, about becoming the person who's strong enough, brave enough, relentless enough to chase after them. When you set goals, you're building the character, the resilience, the passion to keep moving forward even when things get tough. You've got greatness inside you, but it's up to you to set that greatness free. It's up to you to set your goals, to make the decision that you're not going to settle for anything less than you're capable of. You don't let life dictate your destiny. You don't let fear make your choices. You choose. You set your goals, and you go after them with everything you've got. Let me ask you this. What are you willing to do to make your dreams a reality? Are you willing to work harder than you've ever worked before? Are you willing to face rejection, to hear no 100 times and still keep going? Because if you're not, you're just dreaming. Real goals that matter, they demand sacrifice. They demand grit. They demand courage. Look, nobody's going to hand you success. Nobody's going to fight for your dreams like you will. People might doubt you, they might question you, they might tell you to play it safe. But those people don't know what's in your heart. They don't know the fire burning inside you, the passion that drives you, the vision you see for yourself. Only you know that. Only you can feel that. So don't you dare let anyone else's doubts hold you back. So you've set your goals, you've drawn that line in the sand, and now comes the part that separates dreamers from doers. Because a goal without action, without relentless pursuit is just a wish. And we're not here to wish our lives away. We're here to take hold of them, to mold them with our own hands. Let me tell you something, when you're chasing after something real, something meaningful, you're going to face opposition. You're going to run into obstacles that make you question everything. You're going to face moments when it feels like nothing is going your way, like the whole world is stacked against you. And it's in those moments that you have a choice. You can throw in the towel, walk away, and let your dreams slip away, or you can rise up. You can find a strength within you that you didn't even know existed. That's what your goals are for. They're not just there to give you something to aim for, they're there to push you, to test you, to make you stronger, tougher, unbreakable. When you set your goals, you're declaring to the world that you're ready for the fight. And make no mistake, it's going to be a fight. There will be days when you want to quit, when giving up seems easier than pressing forward. There will be nights when you're up late questioning if you have what it takes. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you build the resilience, the grit, the unstoppable force that's going to get you to where you want to be. So here's what you do. You wake up every morning with a purpose, a fire in your heart that says, I won't stop. I won't give in. I won't back down. You take every step, every challenge, every failure as a part of the journey, as a piece of the puzzle that's building you into the person who can achieve that goal. Every single person who has achieved something remarkable, something unforgettable, started where you are right now with a dream, a vision, a goal. And they faced adversity just like you will. They faced moments of doubt, of fear, of uncertainty. But they kept going. They chose to keep fighting. They chose to believe that their goals were worth the struggle, worth the sacrifice, worth every tear, every setback, every ounce of energy they had. Do you understand what I'm saying? This isn't just about success. This is about becoming the best version of yourself, about pushing past every limit you thought you had. Because the moment you set your goals, you set yourself on a path of transformation. You start to see who you really are, what you're truly made of, and what you're capable of achieving. You see, goals are not just for the strong, the gifted, or the privileged. They are for the relentless, for those who are willing to do what it takes, who are willing to get back up every time they fall. They are for the fighters, the dreamers who refuse to stay down. And if you're willing to fight, if you're willing to commit yourself fully, then there's no mountain too high, no challenge too great, and no dream too big. But don't expect it to be easy. Don't expect it to happen overnight. The road to greatness, to achieving that truly matters, is paved with struggle, with sacrifice, with sweat, and sometimes even with tears. There will be days when you're tested, when everything inside you screams to give up. But those are the days that count the most. Those are the days when champions are made. Think about what you're going to feel when you reach that goal. When you push through every setback, every challenge, every moment of doubt, and you stand at the top victorious. Imagine that feeling of knowing you didn't quit, that you didn't let fear of failure stop you. You'll know that you faced every obstacle, every hardship, and you came out stronger, better, unstoppable. This is what setting goals is really about. It's about building a life that you can look back on without regret. A life where you took the risks, where you faced your fears, where you went after what you truly wanted with everything you had. Because when it's all said and done, you won't remember the failures, the moments of doubt. You'll remember the victories, the strength you found within yourself. The moments when you proved to yourself and the world that you had what it takes. When you set a goal, you're not just marking a point in the future, you're creating a path, a journey that's going to redefine who you are and who you're meant to be. Setting a goal is the beginning of becoming someone new, someone better, stronger, more resilient. Saying to yourself, I know this won't be easy, I know I'll stumble, but I'm ready for the fight. What I need you to understand is that when you choose a goal, a true goal, you're choosing the hard road. And most people, They avoid it. They don't set real goals because they don't want to face the discomfort, the struggle, the sheer effort it takes to make that goal a reality. They don't want to wake up early, to sacrifice, to keep pushing when things don't go their way. But not you. You're here right now setting a goal because you know deep down that this is what it takes to break free of mediocrity, to live a life that's filled with purpose, with pride, with real achievement. Now let me make this clear. You're going to feel the pressure. You're going to feel the weight of every choice, every challenge, every setback. There will be days when you question if you have what it takes, if the goal you set was too big, too far, too impossible. You'll feel that fear creeping in, telling you to turn back, to settle, to stop pushing so hard. But fear is nothing but a test. It's there to show you how much you want it, how much you're willing to fight. You either let that fear own you or you face it head on. And when you do, when you look fear in the eyes and keep moving forward, that's when you start to understand just how powerful you truly are. There's something incredible that happens when you push yourself beyond your limits. When you set a goal and start moving towards it, you discover strengths you never knew you had. You find out that you can endure more, fight harder, and reach higher than you ever thought possible. Each step forward, each battle won, each setback overcome is a testament to what you're capable of. You're building yourself up bit by bit into someone unstoppable, someone who doesn't just dream but does. Setting goals isn't about impressing anyone else. It's not about proving something to the world. It's about proving something to yourself. It's about showing yourself that you have what it takes to go after what you want, that you're willing to put in the work, make the sacrifices, and do whatever it takes to turn your dreams into reality. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one who knows what's in your heart. You're the only one who can feel that burning desire, that need to do more, to be more. And if you don't fight for your dreams, no one else will. Think about it every day you make a choice. You can either choose to stay where you are, to settle for less, to let your dreams slip away, or you can choose to step up, to take control, to go after what you really want. Every morning when you wake up, you have the chance to get a little closer to that goal. It doesn't matter if progress is slow, if obstacles keep coming. What matters is that you keep moving forward, that you keep fighting, that you refuse to give up. And let me tell you, when you finally reach that goal, when you stand at the top and look back at everything you went through to get there, it's going to be worth every single moment of struggle. You're going to feel a pride, a satisfaction that can't be bought, can't be given. It's earned. And that feeling, it's like nothing else in this world. But remember, the goal itself is only part of the journey. The real reward lies in the person you become along the way. The strength, the resilience, the discipline you build through this journey will stay with you for life. You'll carry it forward into everything you do. You'll know deep down that you are capable of so much more than you once believed. And that knowledge, that unshakable belief in yourself will open doors you never even saw before. When you set a goal, you're taking a stand. You're declaring to yourself and to the world that you're not going to settle for anything less than what you're truly capable of. You're choosing to live a life of purpose, of ambition, of drive, and yes, it will take sacrifice. It will take courage. But those are the building blocks of greatness. People might not understand why you're pushing so hard, why you're sacrificing, why you're putting everything you have into reaching that goal. They might doubt you, question you, even laugh at you, but you don't owe them an explanation. You're not doing this for them, you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you know deep down that this is what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be. And nothing, no amount of doubt or criticism can take that away from you. So don't just set goals. Set goals that scare you, that challenge you, that push you to become the person you know you're capable of being. Set goals that ignite that fire inside you, that give you a reason to keep fighting, to keep moving forward no matter what. because the journey might be hard, it might be long, but in the end, you'll know that you gave it everything you had, that you didn't back down, didn't quit, didn't settle. When you look back on your life, make sure it's a life that you're proud of. A life filled with moments when you chose courage over comfort, ambition over apathy, action over excuses. Because every day you make a choice about the life you're going to live. Make it a life worth remembering. Make it a life worth fighting for. Set your goals and don't stop until you reach them. Let me tell you something, every person you admire, every story of success, every victory worth celebrating started with a goal. That's the power of goals. They are the seeds of greatness. They're the first step in a journey that will define your life. Without goals, without something to reach for, we're just drifting, reacting, letting the world decide our path. But when you set a goal, you take control. You take ownership of your life, your future, your destiny. You're no longer waiting for things to happen, you're making them happen. And don't let anyone convince you that setting big goals is foolish. Don't let the voices of doubt or fear make you think that you're reaching too high or dreaming too big. Those voices, they're only there because they're scared of what will happen if you succeed. They're afraid of seeing you break free, of seeing you achieve what they told you was impossible. So if people doubt you, if they question your goals, remember this, they don't know your heart. They don't know your dreams. They haven't seen the battles you've fought, the obstacles you've overcome, the fire inside you that refuses to be extinguished. And let's be real, pursuing your goals isn't going to be a walk in the park. There will be times when the journey feels impossible, when the weight of your ambitions feels like too much to bear. You'll be exhausted, beaten down, ready to quit. You'll face days, maybe weeks, where progress feels slow, where setbacks come one after another, where it feels like the whole world is against you. And it's in those moments that you're going to find out who you really are. Because when you push through that pain, when you dig deep and keep moving forward, you're showing yourself and the world that you're not someone who backs down. You're not someone who quits when things get hard. No, you're someone who fights, who rises up, who turns pain into fuel and setbacks into strength. You're someone who doesn't just talk about their dreams, but is willing to go through the fire to make those dreams a reality. And here's the thing about pain and struggle, they are part of the process. They're not a sign that you're failing. They're a sign that you're growing. They're proof that you're on the right path, that you're pushing past the limits of your comfort zone, stepping into the unknown. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from challenge, from pushing yourself harder than you ever thought you could, from facing fear and not backing down. When you set a goal, you're committing to that process. You're committing to the growth, to the struggle, to the transformation. And as you move toward that goal, you're going to find that you're not just working toward a destination, you're becoming a new person. You're building a version of yourself that's stronger, wiser, more resilient. You're developing skills, habits, and a mindset that will stay with you for life, that will give you the power to take on even bigger challenges, even higher goals. Because the truth is, every goal is a stepping stone. You may have your sights set on one destination right now, but once you reach it, you'll see that there's more. There's always another mountain to climb, another dream to pursue, another challenge to conquer. And each goal you achieve, each victory you claim, gives you the strength, the confidence, the belief to go after even more. Remember, though, that the journey isn't always going to be glamorous. Social media and success stories might make it look like the path to your goals is filled with celebrations and victories, but the reality is filled with countless hours of work, with nights when you're the only one awake, pushing through the fatigue, ignoring the distractions, staying focused on what really matters. It's the quiet, unseen moments when you choose discipline over comfort, When you make a decision that moves you one step closer to that goal, even if no one is watching, even if no one else cares. And you know what? That's where real character is built. In those quiet moments when it's just you and your goal, and you make the choice to keep going, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you become the kind of person who can achieve anything, because you know that success isn't just about talent or luck or opportunity. It's about heart. It's about grit. It's about the unbreakable resolve to keep moving forward no matter what. When you set a goal, you're giving yourself a reason to get out of bed every morning, a purpose that goes beyond the mundane routines of life. You're creating a vision that keeps you motivated, focused, and driven. You're building a future that's worth fighting for. And every time you take a step toward that goal, no matter how small, you're getting closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. So don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to set goals that feel impossible, that stretch you beyond what you think you're capable of. Because when you reach for the stars, even if you fall short, you'll land further than if you'd never tried at all. And in the process, you'll discover that you are capable of far more than you ever realized. This journey, this pursuit of your goals is a gift. It's a chance to live a life of purpose, a life that's rich, full, and meaningful. It's a chance to look back and say, I gave it my all. I didn't hold back. I didn't let fear or doubt keep me from living my best life. And that feeling, that pride, that satisfaction, that unshakable belief in yourself, it's worth every ounce of effort, every sacrifice, every moment of struggle. So make this commitment to yourself. Set your goals and don't just aim to achieve them, aim to exceed them. Aim to go beyond what you think you're capable of. Because the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. And when you decide to break free from those limits, when you choose to believe in the greatness within you, there is nothing you can't achieve. Life is short, and every day you have a choice. You can either settle for a life of comfort, of routine, of mediocrity. You can choose to go after what you really want, to live a life that's bold, courageous, and filled with purpose. The choice is yours. And once you make that choice, once you set your goal and commit to it with everything you have, you'll find that life opens up in ways you never imagined. So what are you waiting for? Don't let another day go by without taking a step toward your dreams. Don't let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others hold you back. Set your goals and let nothing stand in your way, because this is your life, this is your time. And if you don't go after what you want with everything you've got, no one else will do it for you. When you set a goal, you're opening a door to a journey that will challenge you in ways you never thought possible. You're stepping into a world that requires more from you, more focus, more determination, more heart. And it's in this place, this space where you're constantly being tested, that you begin to see what you're really made of. You start to understand that achieving your dreams isn't about one big heroic act. It's about countless small decisions day after day that keep you on the path toward what you want most. Think about that for a moment. It's easy to be excited when you first set a goal. In that moment, you feel unstoppable, as if nothing in the world could hold you back. But enthusiasm is only the beginning. As you go further, as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, that initial excitement can fade. And that's where the real journey begins, when you're no longer running on the thrill of starting, but on the strength of your commitment. That's when you find out how much you're really willing to give. And yes, you'll feel the weight of it. You'll feel the sacrifice, the discomfort, the loneliness of working towards something that others might not understand. But in those moments when the world feels heavy and every step feels like a battle, you'll start to discover a deeper part of yourself, a part of you that's ready to go beyond what you thought was possible, that's willing to dig deep and keep pushing no matter what. Imagine yourself years from now looking back on this journey. What do you want to see? Do you want to remember a life where you played it safe, where you let your fears hold you back? Or do you want to look back and know that you gave it everything you had, that you didn't just dream but took action, that you didn't just wish but work with everything in you? Because that's what setting a goal is all about. Creating a future that you'll be proud of, a life that you can look back on without a single regret. The beautiful thing about setting a goal is that it gives you a reason to become more, to grow into the person who can achieve that dream. You're not just reaching for an outcome, you're transforming yourself in the process. You're developing habits, building resilience, creating a mindset that can carry you through any storm. And as you go through this process, you'll start to realize that no matter what happens, no matter how many times you stumble, you're growing stronger, you're getting closer, you're becoming the person who can overcome any obstacle in their path. And let's talk about those obstacles, because they're coming and they're real. They're going to challenge you in ways you can't even imagine. Some of them will be small, like a day when you just don't feel like putting in the work. Others will be massive, moments that threaten to shake your faith, that make you question everything. But here's the thing, those obstacles are not there to stop you. They're there to build you, to test you, to show you that you are capable of pushing through, of rising above, of finding a way no matter what. So don't wait for the perfect time, for everything to fall into place, for the doubts to disappear. Start now with whatever you have, with wherever you are. Take that first step, then take another, then another. Build momentum, build courage, build confidence. Because each step you take brings you closer, makes you stronger, and deepens your belief in what you can achieve. This is your life, and you only get one shot at it. Make it count. Set your goals high and go after them with everything you've got. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one responsible for your life, for your dreams, for your happiness. Don't settle for anything less than the life you truly want. Fight for it, work for it, believe in it. Because when you finally reach that goal, when you look back on everything you overcame, every struggle, every sacrifice, you'll know that it was all worth it. You'll know that you created a life that's worth living, a life that's filled with purpose, passion, and pride. So don't just live with intention, live with purpose. Set your goals and let them pull you toward a future that's brighter, that's filled with everything you've ever dreamed of. This is your time. This is your journey. Make it unforgettable. Make it yours. When you set a goal, remember that you're not just creating a future for yourself, you're shaping who you are at your core. You're teaching yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible, that you have the power to create the life you truly desire. Each goal you set becomes a promise to yourself, a promise that you won't settle, that you won't back down, that you're going to push forward no matter what stands in your way. And when you honor that promise, when you live up to it day after day, you're building a life of integrity, of strength, of unwavering commitment to what truly matters. It's easy to look around and compare yourself to others, to wonder why their journey seems easier or why they've reached certain milestones before you. But remember, this is your path. It's unique to you, filled with experiences, lessons, and challenges that are meant for your growth alone. Stay focused on your journey, on your goals, on the life you want to build. Don't let the successes or setbacks of others distract you. Keep your eyes on your purpose and trust that every step, every choice you make is getting you closer to where you're meant to be. And along the way, don't forget to celebrate the little victories. Each time you make progress, each time you overcome a challenge, take a moment to recognize how far you've come. These small moments are just as important as the big wins. They're proof that you're moving forward, that you're growing, that you're making your dreams a reality one step at a time. Embrace the journey, cherish each part of it, and let these moments fuel you as you keep going. So in the end, remember this: your goals are a reflection of your dreams, your values, and the person you're becoming. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt keep you from pursuing the life you deserve. Set your goals, work for them, believe in them, and go after them with all your heart. Because this is your life, and only you have the power to make it extraordinary.